Hi and welcome back to another video of jPlay. I'm Marcus and today I will continue my playthrough or learning session of Alien Uprising. I'm afraid this will be a relatively short episode today due to other commitments, so hopefully you can apologize that, but still I want to play through at least one round. If I'm fast, I might consider doing a second one. Let's see. First of all, some error corrections, and let's start with J Comet and his special ability Inventive here. May reroll your action dice after choosing. Basically it's pretty simple, it's written on the card. As soon as he gets a die, he can decide to keep it or reroll it, and of course then he has to keep the second roll. The second one is in respect to the shield tokens here and how the aliens would attack those shield tokens, and thanks John on Board Game Geek for making me aware. Basically when they attack this, for example this scout, if he would attack this shield here and both of his die that he would roll are below that result, then he would suffer 2 wounds rather than, for example, just the first one being the highest one. This really does make a difference, as I'm quite sure at least 1 or 2 of my alien invaders Sothran would be gone as well. But yeah, I cannot really recall where I did that, so from now on I will play that correctly. Let's start our new round by drawing our new event card for this round, and here we have the gestation. The newborn bugs are advancing. The first player must place 6 alien tokens on the board in any sectors they wish, and afterwards we would reshuffle the alien troop cards. Oh gosh. Okay, yeah, we have to deal with it. Theoretically, Ali Blade is our first player, but as I'm playing all those roles, it's basically up to me to decide. So let's see what to do. And I guess I will place 4 of them here in this zone, because we still have 3 shield tokens left and we have 1 shield tokens here, so I will place the remainder in sector 2 here. So let's see, first one for sector 3, that's a gestation token. Perfect. So we have to keep on drawing. Come on, another event token. Perfect. Okay, we are definitely going down. Okay, here we have our first one. That's the slasher. 2, that's the scavenger. Also not pretty. 3, the tunneler. The tunneler immediately moves to zone number 1. This is definitely a problem. And 4 is a champion. And then we place 2 more in sector 2. Here we have a scout. That's not really a problem. And here we have an event token, but this is a good event token because only the rescue ship will move with this one, but we take care of it in the planet phase. Still, we have to draw a second alien, and here we have another archer. Then we come to the player action phase, so we can now ready our equipment. Right now I think we don't have to, because all of them are only showing 1 hand symbol. So some of those items, like this razor rifle, shows 1 or 2 hands, some doesn't show any. But this really actually means you can only use 2 hands in this round. So in this case, if I want to use the laser rifle in this round, then I cannot use any other item that shows any number of hands. But Ellie will definitely use her ghost armor in this round, so we will have to spend 1 energy, and now I would be invisible. So for once I cannot be targeted by any attacks this turn. This is definitely a good thing. And I get a melee bonus. If you attack while invisible, you do 1 wound prior to rolling dice. And as I want to get rid of those nasty tunnelers here, I think this might be a good idea to use her special ability in this round. I think she should be able to deal with both of them. Okay, though, then let's start rolling some actual dice here and see what we have. We have a weapon, we have an engineering, we have those recharge. Recharge might be good for J Comet, so I think I will keep 1 recharge. I will keep this one and I will re-roll those 2. This is a first re-roll. Now we have another engineering die and we have this alien token. Luckily, Ellie is our starting player or our first player, and her survivalist special ability allows her to re-roll alien icons on your action die rolls without adding alien tokens. Awesome. So I'm thinking of, yeah, let's just re-roll this one, and this is another of those recharge symbols. Okay, let's see how we are going to deal with those. Ellie wants to attack at least once, so I think we have to take this die accordingly. Let's see. Then, of course, Ivan will going to pump up our shields. We definitely have to do that, otherwise we are really screwed, basically. We will give this die to J Comet and we will re-roll it immediately. Let's see. That's wild die. Perfect. So we can also attack another alien. And for her special ability, I guess she will just use the recharge die here. And Ivan is getting the remaining engineering die. Then let's resolve those dice. Ellie will use her attack die. She will move into this, into this zone here, onto this space. So basically 1 and 2 doesn't really matter. And then she will attack this tunneler here. And her ghost armor allows her, if you attack while invisible, you do 1 round prior to rolling dice. So he will definitely take a wound here. And I think she will also use her sneak attack special ability card, or her special action card, this card in melee combat, to automatically inflict 1 wound. So we will do that, which means this is enough to kill this tunneler. As we are dealing with a lot of nasty guys over there, I think he will use his action die and will power up his shield. His engineering or his tinkering ability allows him to raise shields by 2 tokens each time, so I think I will place them here. I know that this is a 4, so I'm not so sure if this basically goes on top of it or not, but I think it's the case, so I will just place those 2 tokens on top of this shield. I'm still allowed to move him, and I think I will bring my energy crystal to the ship. So I will move 1, 2, 3 spaces to the ship. I will take the energy crystal from my character card and place it on the special card where we are about to store gathered but unused power crystals for now. Let's see what the captain will do. He will use his wildcard die, and of course he will use it to activate his blaster. And I guess he will attack one of those archers here, so he's allowed to roll 2 dice, and again we are looking for 4s or higher, so at least 2 4s would be awesome. That's only 1 5. That's okay, that's a problem. Okay, so we basically wounded this archer. Oh, I forgot. They are only taking 1 hit. That's perfect. So this archer is definitely gone. I think Ellie has to waste 1 of her dice basically. She wants to be in the ship in case this tunneler will make it into the ship here. So I think, let's move her here into this space with her recharge. She cannot do anything because her ghost armor cannot be recharged. That's really a problem, but I think she should be safe because of her ghost armor, so she won't be subject to any attack this round. And then we will use the last action die of Ivan Star, and I think he really has... Oh, can he do that? Oh! What have I done? 1, 2, 3... he doesn't make it. Oh man, that's a problem. Okay, then I have to raise this shield. At least that's something, but here we have the slasher. Oh gosh, this will be painful. Yeah, okay, I think we cannot help it. So we will move 1, 2 spaces here. We will use this action die to repair this shield generator here. And I think I will use the shield expert action card here. Add additional 2 shields to your normal allotment when raising shields. So instead of 2, because of our tinkering, we are now allowed to place 3, 4 shield tokens on this shield generator, and that's definitely a good start, at least for the upcoming rounds. Okie dokie, let's draw our alien troops card. So we have an attack in sector 1, and we can ignore this blue attack because we are playing on the easy mode, but of course we will have plenty of new alien tokens that are being spawned. But the first thing that will happen, we perform the attack from Sector 1. And here we are quite lucky, I think, because all these slashers will do, they will move one space ahead because there is no shield generator up at this point in time. Luckily, there is no crewman in this zone and sector, so they attack basically stops at this point in time. But still, of course, we have to take care about the spawning of new aliens. Let's start with Sector 1 here. Here we have a slasher. And another slasher. Let's see what we get in Sector 2. Also a slasher. 2 more in Sector 3. What do we have here? Here we have an event. We have to resolve that. Then we have a champion. And still we need a second alien token. And another event token. Come on, guys. And then we have another slasher here. And last but not least, we have one more in Sector 4, and here we have a brute. Next we come to the planet phase and we have to deal with the event tokens. This one is pretty crisp and simple. For once we are allowed to move the rescue ship one space ahead, but also the gestation marker moves. This goes back. Here only the gestation marker moves. Here only the rescue ship moves, that's definitely a good thing. The gestation marker moves, so we will have a gestation, that's for sure. But still, first of all, this one will trigger the gestation marker, and so this will start here, and we will move directly one space ahead. But still, we have to deal with this gestation card. So let's see what is waiting for us. Bug leader appears. The bugs are growing stronger, fighting more effectively with a newly born telepathic leader. Add a leader token to Sector 1. Leaders may not be attacked and modify the attack result of each alien in their sector by +1. Oh boys, and I'm so glad that this is the sector where we don't have any shield tokens left and these guys are basically storming our camp here. We really have to get rid of these guys. Next we grab all defeated alien tokens and all event tokens we've drawn so far and put them back into the alien draw bag basically. And then we pass the first player token to Ivan Star here, who will be the starting player for the next round. And I think I will do one more turn. I think this is pretty fast, so let's draw our next event card here, and this says Alien Flyers. The winged bugs dive on us, dropping their plasma bombs. And this all really reminds me of Starship Troopers. The artwork is completely different, but all the theme is really directly related to Starship Troopers. And it's really a movie I like a lot. Okay, each crewman not inside the ship must roll 3 dice. Each odd number rolled results in 1 wound for that crewman. So lucky for Ellie that she found cover in the ship. So let's roll the 3 dice for our captain. That's 1 wound, so we are kind of lucky. And then let's roll the dice for him. That's 2 wounds for poor Ivan. But yeah, so far I think they're doing good. So I think there's not really danger of anyone dying anytime soon. But in this game you cannot actually die, but of course some terrible things are going to happen, gestation cards and whatnot. And I just noticed I forgot something. When resolving an alien gestation card, each of the characters are allowed to draw another ability card here. So we have the dodge ability, discard to ignore all wounds from a single attack. That's awesome for the captain. So let's see what we draw for Ellie. That's the swift movement, discard to increase your movement by 2 space, and she's already quite swift. And then we have the bionic arm for Ivan Star, discard to heal 2 wounds or to defeat any alien automatically in melee combat. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, this is really something we might be... yeah, this is we really need that. Then it's time for Ivan to roll the action dice. Let's see, we have 2 weapon symbols, that's perfect. We have this 1 die, and I think I will re-roll these 2. Maybe we get 3 of a kind. No, we don't. So I think I will keep this one. Let's do a last re-roll. And this is another scout icon. Okay, that's not entirely great, but also not really bad. So let's see how we will assign those dice to the crewman. Of course, Ivan will take the first engineering die. Then we give 1 fighting die to Jake Comet. I think we will just give this die to her. Maybe I will use her ghost armor again, not sure. No, I think I will keep it. So she will keep this die, and of course he will take another engineering die, and we will give another weapon die to the captain. Oh, I'm just reconsidering, of course that's bullshit. We will give this die to her, and we will give this die to the captain, and he's allowed to re-roll that die. Oh, I nearly forgot, and this is a wildcard die. I think this is the best option what could have happened. So let's use this engineering die on our engineer here. That's engineer, yeah. To move him up 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to this shield generator. He will use the tinkering ability to pump up that shield generator by 2 tokens, which is not too bad. The captain will use his weapon here to move him up 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces directly into the zone here of these guys, and there he will use his blaster. It's nearly empty, but he will still roll 2 dice, and I think because we are now in close combat, so I will attack this slasher here. So because we only need a 3 now, let's see. Oh, come on! I hate it. Okay, so this is definitely not enough. So we have 2 wounded slashers, and you know what you say about wounded animals. But yeah, we cannot help it. Unfortunately, she cannot target this tunneler with her ranged weapon because he's still in a tunnel, apparently. So I think she will use her combat die to move her 1, 2 spaces here. So for once we make sure that this tunneler won't move ahead, because as long as she's here, he will try to attack her. But from here, she will be able to attack this slasher here. Yeah, I think we cannot help it. These are now 1, 2 zones basically, so these are 2 zones away, which means she will activate her laser rifle, and I can use 1 or 2 energy charges basically, and for each charge I'm allowed to roll 1 die, and I have to hit on a 5 because this is now basically far away target. But each time we are doing a hit, we would inflict 2 wounds, which is definitely not a bad thing. So let's do that. And again, we will target this slasher here. We need a 5. Yes, perfect. Wow, that are 4 hits basically with our laser rifle. The first one wounds him, the second one brings him down. So at least we have covered this zone, and as we have successfully charged the shield, I think we are in a good position here in Sector 4. Again, Ivan will use his last die to move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to this shield generator here, and again he will use his tinkering ability to upgrade this shield generator to 3 shield tokens. I think this is definitely a good position now. Okay, so I think we will use this die as a combat die. We will use our last charge on the blaster, which is definitely a pity, but this will allow us to roll 2 dice, and I think this time we really go for one of those wounded dudes here. So let's see, I really have to take care of them. Oh, come on, that's tough. Not even combined we reached a 3. Yes, I'm not sure where he's shooting at, but yeah, okay. Something we have to live with. Time for the Southern to fight back. Here's our alien troop card. We have 2 attacks here in these sectors, but first of all, oh come on, 4 new alien tokens. Poof, that's tough. Okay, let's start with Sector 1 by placing 1 additional alien token there. Oh gosh, and here we have another tunneler. Okay, he will directly move into zone number 1. Then we will spawn 4 in Sector 2. Here we have a brute. Of course, an event token. This doesn't count. We have another archer. That's 2. 3. And 4. Another scout here. Okay, let's perform the attack. I have basically put them in the right order, so we start with the archer here. He will attack this shield, so let's see what he rolls. That's a 6 and a 1, so the first shield is definitely down. I'm pretty sure about that. The second shield is a 4, so this archer takes a wound. Oh no, he doesn't take a wound. Oh, I forgot, he will shoot from the distance, so he's fine. Let's continue with the champions. So the first kills this shield, the second kills this shield, and the third, oh come on, kills this shield. One of these champions has basically reduced our shield, I think. Okay. Yeah, we have to live with that. Okay, this was this first one, then the second champion will also attack. So let's see. 6, that's enough. 6 beats this one, but this ends his attack, so the champions are through. The scout will move 1, 2 spaces here. Here we have definitely a crewman, so he will stop here and then he will attack. Though the scout has these 2 dice, that's her die. Let's see. We roll. Come on, that's more than enough to inflict 1, 2 wounds here. The slashers will just move 1 zone ahead basically, and this scavenger down there will steal this debris token, and of course he will also leave the board. Then there is this tunneler in the same zone as her, so let's roll their attack. Oh, that's good. Okay, so she doesn't inflict any damage to her. This was definitely a good roll for her. And I nearly forgot, but I will definitely use her scouting support. Discard to enable the first player to remove 1 of the alien tokens drawn this turn. So we will definitely discard this one. And as we are getting attacked from sector 4 here as well, I will definitely remove this brute here. That's definitely important. But that was only the attack, so we still have to deploy 2 more aliens in this sector. Here we have another event. This doesn't count. We have a slasher. Oops. And another slasher here. Okay, this isn't too bad actually. Then we have this attack here in sector 4. They will try to hit our shield. So here we have the champion rolling 3 dice. That's a 6. That's enough. So that's the shield. So this goes down. That's for sure. Let's see. The second shield is a 4. This is enough to inflict a wound. He had a wound already, so he's also gone. Then we do the same for this slasher here. Okay, this is enough to bring down this shield, but I'm pretty sure this won't be enough to destroy this shield, so he also takes a wound. But of course we still have to bring in new aliens. Here we have another event, an archer, a scavenger, and another brute. Okay, let's move to the planet phase, and yeah, we have, let's do that one by one. Here we have a gas station, another gas station, and here we have a gas station, and the rescue ship will move 1 space ahead, and we bring this back to the starting position. This also means that we will draw our next gas station card, and this says support troops. The Sothran provide additional troops to their leaders in battle. When a leader is present, the sector of that leader will gain 1 extra alien token each turn when troops are added via the alien troops card when refilling the alien bag at 1 red event token. Okay, so we will shuffle the red event token. So I will just put that down here, or face down, but I think we can now have a look at that. And here it's just a simple normal gas station, but I think there are tokens that show 2 of those gas station icons, so it could be worse. And you see, we only have 3 gas station cards left, so this game can end pretty soon. But when I look at the board here, I think we are being overrun anyway, so I don't know if we have the slightest chance. Before I forget, I'm still allowed to draw a crew ability card. I hate bugs. Discard to ignore all aliens draw this turn by any crewman, including you. Wow, must still play all event tokens. Oh, that's really very cool card. We could have used this the last turn, but still, I'm pretty sure we will find a good way to use it. Here we have another swift movement. She already can move so fast, though not sure if this is really great for her. And here we have the salvage foreman. Discard to enable another crewman in your sector to pick up a debris token without discarding an action die to do so. That's cool. Okay, this is really a way to find some of those debris tokens easier. And we are still be able to use the action dice maybe to fight or recharge our equipment. Awesome. Okay, I will end here for my playthrough for today. Hope you enjoyed it so far. Hope to see you soon in my next episode of Alien Uprising. And until then, bye bye!